Good morning. Welcome to Tech Briefs. I'm Sam.
And I'm Priya. Time to dig into the top stories keeping our industry and policymakers awake at night, starting with a political heavyweight, the conservatives' pledge to ban under-16s from social media.
Quick rundown. Kemi Badenoch has publicly promised a ban that would stop under-16s using mainstream platforms. Everything from Instagram and TikTok to YouTube, X, and Reddit, mirroring a move Australia made last month. Even Labour's Andy Burnham has said he's on board, which suddenly makes this less of a party line issue. Downing Street, though, is cautious, watching how Australia's policy plays out and signaling it wouldn't rush into a blanket ban without consultation.
That's the political landscape, but the tech questions are where it gets tricky. Enforcement, privacy, and the limits of age verification.
Right. Priya, how realistic is enforcement here? Online age verification is notoriously brittle.
It's a major headache. If you try to enforce via ID checks or biometric scans, you bump into privacy laws and public resistance. Simple checks like credit card or mobile verification can be bypassed. Platforms could use stronger identity systems, digital IDs, trusted attestations from schools or parents, but all that requires infrastructure, standardization, and legal safeguards, and there's the risk of exclusion. Children from low-income families or those without access to verifying documents could be unfairly blocked for legitimate services.
So there's a trade-off between actually keeping kids off platforms and creating invasive systems that track them. Legally, what else is on the table?
Any policy has to wrestle with data protection law, children's privacy provisions, and platform liability. If you mandate age checks, regulators will demand limits on how long data is kept, minimization, and explicit consent. Then there's cross-border complexity. These services are global, so the UK would need interoperable rules or leave enforcement to platforms voluntarily following UK law. That's one reason Downing Street is signaling caution. You can't flip a switch without opening a thicket of technical and legal problems.
Is there an alternative to a ban that still protects kids?
Yes. Age-appropriate default settings, tougher moderation for youth-targeted harms, and mandatory parental controls are more incremental steps. Education and funding for digital literacy help too, a layered approach. Stronger safeguards for under-16s rather than an outright ban can reduce harm while avoiding heavy-handed verification.
And politically, cross-party support could pressure quicker action, even if it's a phased scheme.
Exactly. Public appetite for protecting kids is high. The question is whether policymakers will accept the messy compromises tech requires.
Nicely put. Let's shift gears from teenagers to transactions.
Next up, Walmart has added Google's Gemini to its AI shopping toolkit, joining existing ties to OpenAI's ChatGPT and Walmart's Sparky. Google also launched a Universal Commerce Protocol, UCP, which aims to make AI-driven shopping and in-AI checkout smoother for users and merchants.
The headline: Gemini can now surface product suggestions and purchase links in Walmart's ecosystem, and UCP promises in-AI checkout, business agents, and direct offers. Priya, is this a big deal for commerce?
It is. Two things matter: experience and monetization. For consumers, having an AI that can turn a conversational intent, say, how to get wine out of a rug, into ready purchase options and a fast checkout simplifies discovery and conversion. For Google and retailers, UCP creates new ad-adjacent revenue streams, personalized offers, loyalty integration, and checkout fees. The protocol being open and co-developed with Shopify, Etsy, and others accelerates adoption.
Sounds like the AI shopping space is consolidating. Any competitive risks?
Sure. Smaller retailers worry about dependency on big platforms' agents and the terms those platforms set. Privacy is another risk. More personalized shopping means more behavioral data flowing between agents, merchants, and payment providers. If UCP becomes the default, firms that don't join could lose visibility.
So consumers get convenience, merchants get reach. Whether they like the trade-offs depends on control and costs.
Correct. It's smart product evolution, but it raises classic platform power questions.
Final story. Potholes. Yes, potholes, but with a digital twist. The Department for Transport launched a traffic light map so drivers can see how councils are doing on road repairs. 13 councils are flagged red.
It's a neat example of transparency tech. An interactive map lets citizens check local performance and holds councils publicly accountable. From a tech POV, it's low-cost civic data with high civic impact.
Any pitfalls?
Data quality and context. A red rating might reflect winter weather or backlog rather than incompetence. Councils need clear metrics and the ability to explain nuances. But politically and behaviorally, public visibility tends to accelerate fixes. No one wants a red marker on the map.
Priya, thanks. That's our 5-minute roundup. Social media age bands and their hard questions, AI moving deeper into commerce with Google, and a bit of civic tech to hold local authorities to account.
Thanks, Sam. We'll keep watching how policy, privacy, and platform power play out. And yes, we'll try not to end up in a pothole on the way to the studio.
Join us next time on Tech Briefs. The preceding audio summary was created at jesterengine.com, where you can find and verify their original sources.